I'm Jovana Josic. I'm born and raised in Belgrade, and I live in Belgrade. I'm a mom of three girls. That's definitely the most important thing about me. I'm a medical doctor working as medical director in Syneos Health. Syneos Health is a contract research organization. So basically, my work in the past 18 years is about clinical trials and new medicines that I'm very passionate about. I'm also immunologist and specializing in clinical pharmacology. So again, something about new drugs and research is really my passion. Um, when I became mom in 2013, I gave birth, let's say, a little bit later than planned, but a little bit tinier girl that we were all expecting. And Olga was born when she was only 2.5 kilos. I took her home, and like any first mom, I didn't know what what to do with her. She was constantly nursing. She was attached to me almost all the time, but she was thriving well. Um, Otherwise, she was really happy and healthy and thriving well until she was about 20 months old. So nearly 2 years, when I noticed that she's after one night of fever, she was still feeling sleepy and still feeling very weak. I took her to the physician, and we agreed that we should take her blood to see what's going on. She was barely awake that morning. They took everything they could from her finger, and it included the blood sugar, the glucose. The lady from the lab called me an hour later and asked, "Does your daughter have diabetes? She has a very low blood sugar." And I was shocked. I thought that she has some viral infection. Um, that was not diabetes. That was idiopathic ketotic hypoglycemia. Um, and with the help of my very good friend, and she's our pediatrician, she told me, "Oh, don't worry about that," because I called her and I was like, what I'm supposed to do now? She has a very low blood sugar. Does she have a diabetes? Is she going to have a diabetes? Um, and then she told me, "No, this is just ketotic hypoglycemia. Don't worry about this." So, as a physician, you are trained in some basic things. I couldn't find anything about this condition. But I learned that this is something that should be benign, and I took some steps to prevent that. So each time Olga had infections or had any type of distress, she was getting a low blood sugar, and this was very stressful because usually when the kid is sick, she cannot eat, or you cannot just force her to eat. So we lived like that for a few years and trying to manage that. One time we even ended up in a hospital because she was so dehydrated she couldn't even eat or drink anything. And after a few years, it became to be better. She got a little sister, Vera, and another little sister, Nada. And she's now happy 8-year-old. Um, all of this time, we like I said, we had a few episodes. We had a few things when we really had to think about this condition. And whenever I tried to search for that, it was just three sentences, and that was all. And I really couldn't see anything beyond that. In 2021, I started working in Sinas Health, and in my first month, we had a rare disease consortium meeting where I heard presentation from Danielle And it was so powerful first, even if I don't have this experience, this presentation was so powerful and so sincere, that I was literally crying. And there was like, she was presenting this to us, maybe few dozen of us on the other side, and we were all silent and just listening to that. So I wrote to her, Danielle, this is something that um, that was so powerful, so touching. It could be me, because I had this experience with my daughter. And Danielle said, "Oh, really? This is something that we are researching so much." She told me about the paper that was issued by the KHI. This is how actually I learned about KHI, learned about Danielle's story, and Danielle invited me to join the KHI. I'm hoping to help as much as I can with first with my personal experience that I have, and also with the passion and my work in research organization. This is really something that I'm very excited about, and I think the more I'm here, the more I'm learning. I'm hoping to be someone who will really support them in all of their great activities that they are doing. So I'm very proud to be part of the KHI family. I would like to thank you all, and I wish you a great conference. Thank you and goodbye.